Welcome back to the Realist Podcast. How you doing? I know you're doing well, because I am as well. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to tonight. Welcome to another chapter of the Realist Podcast. I know you love it. Thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I always like to take a step back to let you know that I'm appreciative for the subscriptions, for the views, for the likes. I'm a humble being. I'm a humble soul. But I'm also a godly being and a warrior and a God King. Thank you again for understanding that I want to show you who and what you are, because a lot of the things that are recalled as myths are not. Let's get to the meat of the show. Some artists are true to the game. You dig? I gave y'all a little preview, but let's take a look into artistry. What are artists? Artists are intricate. Artists, man, artists come in so many different types of variables, but what have been defined as artists is limited. Being limited as an artist is, I would say, you might as well would consider that as being kryptonite to an artist. I won't hold you long, but we're gonna get to some WIP moments. Let me start with some music. You know I like to get off of my music. Now let me hold you. You understand? So check it out. Here we go. Here we go with some I like to keep it dope though. Trying to find something. Yeah, let's do it chill. Let's try to chill out, see what we got here. That shit ain't chill. Can't get down with that shit either. But let me see what we got here. I like that. I like that. Okay. So, all right, we're about to start out with some WIP moments, but I also want to let y'all know about one artist that I was two, or it was a duo, and they tried the separate thing, which they were phenomenal, separate as equal as artists. Same way with 8 Ball MJG, UGK, and the artist that I'm really talking about right now is 8 Ball MJG. And this one album, 8 Ball Lost, came out when I was graduating high school, 1998. The artist will always pay the price. So dig, I got a WIP moment that kind of mimics that song. It's called Know Your Role. Whoa. That's a WIP moment. Let's scale it back a little bit. The title of the show is like the title of his song. The artist will always pay the price. But check this out. What if it's some artists are true to the game? Show. Yeah. Uh-huh. What if people are just true to what the fuck they do? What the hell they love? Damn what you say. Damn how you perceive it. They're gonna give it to you how they want you to receive it. I understand you, Primrose. You dig? Primrose and Mark. 8 Ball MJG. But check it out. Let's move forward. We're going to get to the first book moment. It's called Know Your Role. The artist, some artists, but the artist that are true artists change the game. How, Danny D? Do y'all have to subscribe to the Illuminati? It depends on who supports that person. It depends on who understands talent, protects talent, and yield to something that the world wants to adhere and be perceptive to, that is palatable. I hope that makes sense to you. Palatable means digestible. Like when you got a palate, the type of palate where you can taste food and understand what you're tasting, what you're digesting. It's the same thing with information. I always tell you about the outside in. You have to go with the inside out for a change. Meaning being you. What you want to subscribe to. So understand me. Know your role. Knowing your role will keep you out of situations that don't serve you well. What do you mean, Danny D? I will tell you what I mean specifically. I mean, you know how you got that friend and they say, come on, try this. Try this. And you say, stop right there. That's the moment that you have already made the subconscious decision to not partake or do. You understand? That was the moment when you know that ain't a good idea. But that other friend said, well, I already did it. I've already made the decision. Can't you make? Hell no, I ain't making it. Fuck you, homie. No, you did it, not me. Nope, I do not subscribe. You understand? Everything is about, these days, it's about what you subscribe to. So, every artist, whether they're a good influence or a bad one, they say subscribe. Don't you like me? Don't you like what I put out? Don't you like what I have been forced to put on you so that you can like me? Because that's what they like. Oh, shit. Did I say too much? So, leads back to gutter culture. But we're going to come off this subject, but this is not you got to know your role. Most artists nowadays, they're discovering the power in knowing your role, but the artists of the past, they were given what you would call like a call center. I give you a script, read it. Do you like it? No. Well, you won't be what you need to be if you don't follow the script and do what I tell you to do. Do as I say and not as I do, culture. Okay. We're going to keep moving forward in this show, though. Okay. The next real moment is know the part. Knowing the part. Oh, goddamn. But isn't that like knowing the road? No. Totally two different fucking things. Knowing the part. Well, first of all, have you ever heard of a casting couch? That's what most artists today have experienced. They have been put in predicaments of compromising situations, and then you don't come back your same self. Remember a couple of shows ago, if you are a, habitual watcher or if you have caught the previous show, I would tell you this. I brought up a point about People that have a part to play and they play these parts. They are intricate. They are all in every segments of what you would call when you wrap yourself in someone else's reality. Look what happened to Cassie. Look what happened in Diddy's situation. Look what happens to Stephen Harvey's situations. Like all celebrities and stars have these exponential life-changing situations and elements that I've experienced my whole life. They put theirs on display and they call them sacrifices, but in some instances they're so fishy. I think, damn, you would take your, I don't like to talk about conspiracy theories, the things that are not proven. But I will say there are certain spiritual elements to the music industry that are just unexplainable and grotesque. So, there are a lot of talented people. Listen to the title of the show. Some artists are true to the game. But when you follow me here, like this is gonna be a little off, but follow me. When you look at people that have these type of behaviors, ways, you would think that in some sets they would be treated better. But as you can see, they're not. They're picking and chosen. That's why they're expendable. They make sure they sign expendable artists because there's another hungry artist that's following in their footsteps. It's sad. So that's why you gotta know your part. Like Bashir and the way Jaguar Wright gets on and she exposes the intricacies of the industry of music or entertainment, because they're all combined as entertainment. It's all about the history of entertainment in American black music is about the detrimental destruction of, carbon colored and black people of indigenous origins. And it's so perplexed because you got the same people that will vote against their best interest will take those same elements and say, I love these things, but I don't want the responsibility of being of your complexion. But you doing all of this and you the same complexion as me. Like, what the kind of fucking shit? Boy, I tell you, that's wild. To have oh man, I tell you, America will wear you the fuck out. For real. That's why artists pay some of the biggest prices on the planet. They are the most misunderstood. They've been taken advantage of. They've been violated. They've been raped and crucified. And you wonder why they have a disdainment in some sort of another, because you got to understand the fabric that comes with being annihilated and just straight up being a victim of Tinseltown. You hear a lot of people talking about, if you go on HBO, Max, Prime, whatever your apps are, Netflix, there's a whole lot of explanations of how these children by their parents have been shipped off to these fake academies that were torture asylums simply because their parents said, I don't want to raise my kids, but they need discipline because I'm too concerned with doing whatever the fuck I want to do, snort cocaine and going to seminars and giving money to these different groups. So you see all of this shit is up. Like, these things have been happening so long, have been orchestrated behind closed doors for so long that when they're finally, there's a light shined on your fucked up sycophant situation that you are finally having to address. That's good for you. So that's why you have to know the part. I know I told you to follow me, but listen, I had to move in a specific way with that explanation simply because people have to know their part. Play your part and be smart about what you've gotten yourself into, because it stinks and there's a whole lot of people that plays a part in that fuck up dynamic. Moving on to the next WIP moment, because I'm gonna be honest, that was stinky, but I had to get through it. Check it out. Next WIP moment. Know your situation for real. Know your situation for real. Always be conscious of your actual situation. That means how much money you got in the bank. That means who got your back. That means who are those people that are always asking for something that, first of all, they won't offer you anything. You see, sometimes the main people that give you the coldest truths and the hardest lessons are the main individuals that love you the most, that you disrespect the most. Understand how to change your frame of reference so that you can change you. All of lessons are pivoting back to you at all said moment. That's a sign for you. That means you should adhere to the better side of you. You understand? So, that leads me to my next WIP moment. Perfectly aligned. Work is a carbon. No. I'm gonna elaborate on know your situation for real, but understand your situation for real. I'll lay it with that with the last, but let me lay that. Understand your situation for real. That means you don't have the ability to uproot it, change it, fabricate it, or become something that you are not. What you have to do is the ability to master your situation to elevate to the next moment of clarity. Success is only the product of pivotal moments of clarity. Pivotal moments of clarity. You understand? Please understand that. So that's understanding your situation for real. Next WIP moment. What is your carbon footprint? Okay, so that's it. That's what you don't want to leave a dirty carbon footprint. Everything you touch, every mind you affect, everything that you have put in place, you know, how you've orchestrated your specific situation through life and how you want to deal. Your carbon footprint is specific to you and how you have affected each and every person's life, whether good or bad and indifferent. Watch what you say, watch what you do. That's on paper, it's recorded. Yeah. Do you think about that? Do you think about that your every action is an actual recording? Welcome to the Truman Show, some bitches. Did you know that? Okay. You may not have, but anyway, moving on to the next WIP moment. You're gonna like this one, because you have to participate in the elements of carving out your path is your God-given right. Just do the shit. If you are constructed to leave your cults, if you are constructed by the universe and the ancestors to leave awful paths, if you are constructed or given direction or given instructions to leave your dismal paths and join back into your specific fold, some people need to go home. Some people need to understand the roots of equations that have to do with them being a better being for them, and that takes going back to the root for you. You understand? The last WIP moment is called Facts. Fact is, I'm about to do a bookshelf. You have to understand the value of a factual equation. Facts sit in the heart of truth. They can't be changed. They will never be altered. And you can't act as if you have the ability to alter something that you should never touch. You, whoever you are. You understand that facts sit in the heart and bosom of truth. That's a book. That's the end of the show. It's me, the book, amongst books. Take it easy. That's the show tonight. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. As 8 Ball says, the artist will always pay the price. But in the words of Danny D, some artists are just true to the game. I'm a Southern boy by birth. And I'm a gentleman by nature. Not a savage. I'm not a wicked. I'm not a liar. I'm not a different. I'm the truth. Shout out Deontay Wilder. Anyway, check it out. We're about to get to the favorite part of the show, for me, anyway. I hope you enjoy, I hope you share, I hope you like, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Thank you so much for tuning in. But again, some artists are true to the game. They don't have to make themselves or shift themselves. They know how to be themselves. Salute to all the artists, all the game changers. Much love and respect to you. Much love and respect to you, my global subscribers. I love you so much. Shout out to the USA, baby. Yeah. Favorite part of the show coming up right here. Here we go. Check me out. The wheel is yours. Stay tuned. We'll be back this week.